Why did it disconnect?
You can do that.
What happened was the pitch came loose. Yeah, for whatever reason. The pen came out, then I have an
Get notified by their.
pick up the slack in it on there, and that must have been what's holding. When the pen came out, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I know I'm missing one.
Otherwise,
put it in.
what's gonna happen is.
No,
you
but
guys
it just came out.
contact the
Boom.
URL and then.
But
they
it
call
should have stopped immediately.
electronically,
Once that
And then.
pin pulled, it stopped right
pops.
there.
Yeah,
But it pulled the, and it was pulled, so brakes not pulled. But it didn't.
Always an adventure with you.
Oh, I always have an adventure.
Thank you, and I'm not gonna talk about it.
Huh?
And I'm not gonna talk.
Yeah.
11, 10, 11.
Dangerous stuff here. Because the neighbors.
Sounds like a bureau. A bit worse than you open it.
I got Frank there, that's 12, so.
You only one on the screen.
All right, what's that? He is, but if I turn it this way, Tom, we get drowned out by.
Oh, I know, I don't,
Yeah, he's
I can
in.
hear him, that's all.
He's in.
Be after September, first week of September.
How are you doing,
Have
Tim?
VA.
Oh,
Good.
Real.
I'm doing good.
That's headed your way.
Right now I have it all. Back of the truck all loaded with stuff. They're not filled, the bays aren't filled, the guns aren't filled, but I have to try to make sure where everything's gonna be, where to go.
8, 9, 10, 11,
I'm gonna
and
try to get
Frank
up
is
to
12.
last week.
12.
I thought I'd never get it, but it showed up.
As long as the stock market does okay.
Oh, I seen that. Did you see it on Facebook or something?
Somewhere, yeah, it popped
Yeah.
up and I looked.
Yeah, I seen that.
Whoever's doing your investments.
Yeah.
is one of these vote funds.
That's the one end off.
Yeah,
Exactly, is better. Oh, what, she's doing a wonderful job. We had an investment manager at one point. He lost more money than we, in a year than we ever lost in our lives. You know, I was gonna go down and ask him to hold a gun on me. That's when the fact. Well, what,
And so we had a chance.
I'm a little annoyed, except I always said that.
Yeah.
That was primarily because they paid good dividends. So I'm not really worried about the value of it.
Couple
You know, what stock selling.
Jimmy, I have you down for, the last Wednesday of September also.
Okay.
And I think, are you up next week?
So I had.
No.
No.
No, you're not up next week. Right.
And
I'm on, am I on the last Tuesday and the last Wednesday?
Always the last Tuesday, Jimmy, and the last Wednesday.
Last Tuesday, last Wednesday.
And you're the standby in case somebody can't do it.
Very well.
Bears heads back online.
Good. But the dividends are still there and still, and they even up their dividend. But we're doing, we haven't invested in. Different thing. So I'm kind of watching it, to make sure that the dividends, you know, they don't cut their dividend, but I'm a little annoyed that.
Yeah, nothing works, sorry.
Yeah.
Try again next month.
Or do it again.
Right.
I'm a little annoyed that
That's just fair. I'm not gonna ever. And
don't,
plus, it's just. You know, originally.
and then I found, so I did some investigating, you know, with those loans and stuff like that, and they're into this, you know, so. Big time, this EM or whatever they call it, you know.
What? Equivalent.
Three letters, environmental, diversity, and something else.
That'd be in the head.
Right.
The guy that I went to high school with,
Transfer.
and then when he retired. And, he retired.
Right.
Oh,
I always.
Cash in.
But,
And I
so-
could have got they get extra money, like giving up, for retired. I got mine on the thing here, Tom. Mine on here.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't think
sorry.
oh, oh,
Gonna be incorporating.
Well, I do the minutes. That's last month's minutes.
Kind of agreement into the fee structure, the new fee structure.
I had it down there for a few things there.
I'm pretty sure we already agreed to the previous one. Why do we gotta change it?
That's what,
There's an extra one there.
Okay.
doesn't another,
gotta start really.
There's an extra one there, Smitty. Frank's not here. Yeah.
Gotta start looking out, watching out for, oh yeah, nobody, because right now we're doing with some of the free
Oh,
taxes.
Right. I'm not paying the company, yeah.
right,
Times
Uh,
doing his bladder.
so-
Rates are going up, so they try to reinvest
they
again.
come with a bunch of different colors.
Like in the beginning, the ones we originally put, they're starting to come due now, but they weren't yielding a lot. Well, if we don't need them, let's reinvest them. Every month we get,
Tom, I can do either.
cash it in,
Which one?
Take the 13th. No, take the 13th. Take the 20. Take the 20.
20th?
20th. Folks, in the mail was a ham fest. I think I sent this out. I think the guy emailed us here. Just take a look at it and pass it around.
that's what was in the mailbox.
September. Yeah.
Can you do the
Yeah, the
13th
flash.
or no?
Go to the
With this-
website.
The second. then
Yeah,
September
no
or
problem.
third.
There's nothing
The
there.
second.
I mean,
No problem. That's okay.
Absolutely. I even looked in the nothing.
Thank you, Tom.
No problem.
Oh,
Exactly, that's why I said.
I said I was gonna give
Oh,
it to you and I never
Yeah.
did.
okay, so this is Frank's, this is Frank's. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, let me put that down.
We're okay. I'll never forget, like I said, I always thought, I was always on the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
When I was starting out, I was.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Starting out, mortgage was like 9-10%,
It'd be nice
Mortgage
to get
people has starting out, and, damn fools that were, had a little money.
Yes. The DCS 131.
Yeah.
Two guys that were.
Yeah, and receive.
Your age.
You don't need it on receive, but you're gonna get any kind of traffic. Make sure you're in repeater mode though, Jimmy.
Works great in Lane.
There might be a little check mark for repeater mode. It might be just doing simplex.
I switch on my DNC.
That's why. That's gotta be repeater mode.
Borrow every dollar they could get, they got personal loan. Every dollar that they could get personal loan.
146,895 and then 146,295.
They were like making like 6% more. CDs than they were having to pay the loan back.
Package
And
today.
it's just like,
BNC.
there's only 2%, but it was like.
Right.
Oh,
it
yes,
wasn't
once it goes.
And
No.
it just went. Not a fact.
SO 239.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They were delayed. The other one came before. and
They figured it- what was going on, yeah.
I don't know what the RO
It was
means.
itself, yeah, well, the total-
RL. I don't know what the
Yeah.
repeater, it's gotta be in repeater mode.
No, what is that?
I don't know what RL is on valve funds.
I heard a whistle on the car. Yeah.
That means then it was crazy. Oh, yeah, I can remember one guy saying that he was getting like 10% on the CD.
Yeah.
You talked about the menu.
Yeah.
I have that.
And wait, let me give you Smitty. He has valve funds. I don't have any. Hold on. You're Smitty. Give me one. He's having problems programming.
Hello.
Way.
Okay.
Carl, you can look at last month's,
Real value.
that's our minutes from last month.
Bought the motor, we didn't think that much else protection, that a mortgage. Yeah, how long, you know?
Right. In other words, you put it as simplex and it should be, receiving and transmitting frequency.
Apply for it, they gave it. They don't care. Boy, they got a lot of, they got a lot of.
Right. What's happening is you got it strictly on simplex.
Well, I had to have collateral.
I think you go through the menu.
Yeah, but
The beginning part of the menu it'd ask you what frequency do you want to transmit on, what frequency do you want to receive on? And that's when you program in those frequencies. Walk through the frequency. I wrote the frequencies down so I wouldn't get confused. I think there's only 36 of them.
I never, we don't.
And out of the 36, you might use 8 or 9.
That one, Diane.
All the time. And
You see what I'm talking about?
I was gonna say, I know that name from, yeah.
Looking for one.
post all of this.
What are you looking for?
See, it's been a while since I went into the menus on them. So what happened is when I first got mine, they changed the menu 4 times. So I got sick and tired of worrying about the menus. So I wrote it down with frequencies that I wanted to transmit, which one I wanted to receive on. So then I went to the menu till I found out which one was transmitting. Then when it was transmitting, I brought that up and programmed the frequency in. Then I went to the opposite one to receive. And then when that came up, I popped that up, put the receive in. Then there's a couple other things you need to put in it, but nothing really, really important.
Well, actually, he's the first.
And I wanted basically to get it.
Yesterday.
Carl, that's
Because it's
VAS.
If you have any problems, when I get out of here, I'll go home
Paul.
and I'll set up my menu and look at my menu. and see what My menu says. And I really seriously think all you need is the transmit and the receive frequency. And then it gets involved
All right.
with
Okay, no problem.
DCC, different ones where it's digital and
A little
stuff like that. Mine's strictly analog. Mine's strictly analog.
Tell them to look on
All
YouTube
right,
how to
talk to you
program
later.
a Bofang.
What's that?
Tell them to look on YouTube how to program a Bofang.
Right.
Bofang's one of the easiest radios to program if you follow the formats.
Frank, I'm gonna send you a new application.
All
Uh,
of us log in, then. you
Because
go
it
to
has
session,
cap
okay, these guys are available.
But
So, okay,
Make,
I only,
park it next to
7
the
signed up, I only need 4, so.
so his email is Vasilou, VASILIOU, Carl. No space in between there. I have a space at the bottom. No space. It's just one word, okay?
And no
So-
tabs.
No caps.
Yeah.
Fine.
But we want to get you on the email list then.
all right. Welcome, everybody. Does everybody know everybody? I know who, it's Carl, right?
Yes.
I know Carl, but I don't know if you know everybody else here, Carl, do you? Or, so let's do a round of introductions. I'm Bill, WY3K, Andy, N3HHH.
Tom, KC3CRS.
Tom, K3TE. Frank, KB2MXV is online. Go ahead.
You know me.
Okay, yes, I know.
Tim, W3DFX.
Jim KB3FET.
Ed, 83, Mark.
What is she? Chopped liver? You're here,
You
your hand yourself. That's the white.
I don't know if I remember.
I don't remember.
Well, you're a hand.
You remember almost every.
Okay.
Field day.
The previous month meeting minutes were posted. Did everybody have an opportunity to review the previous month meeting minutes?
Carl has them if you want to see them.
Okay, are there any additions, deletions, changes, corrections, whatever?
There was a correction. I had August 9th and August 10th. It's August 16th for the second. It's taken care of already, but that was a mistake I made. I found that out.
Otherwise, motion to accept the minutes as they were presented.
Yeah.
NIK seconded by Karen, KAP.
Thank
All in
you.
favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay. Treasurer's report.
There you go.
Frank, can you do a treasurer's report?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Account balance, $3,507.52. All of that is in checking, other than $65 I have cash on hand. And that breaks down to $153.84 in the Bears Head project, $1,067.22 in the repeater fund, and $2,286.46 in the general fund. We have 5 members that are now inactive due to non-payment of fees. I sent that out to the offices. That's all I have.
Hey, keep an eye on if John WE30 shows up, because I don't have access to letting him in. He may come in on the meeting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, do I have a motion to accept?
Ed, AYY,
Second,
thank you, Andy.
HHH, all in favor? Anyone opposed? Moving on to committee reports, activities, Darren.
So the next activity we've got coming up is breakfast at White Birch Golf Course. It'll be the 3rd, which is the Labor Day weekend at 9 a.m. Immediately after breakfast, we're going to do a POTA activation. N3 NIK tested it out. Works. There's a good location right across the street. So we're going to set up right after breakfast at 11 o'clock, whatever.
What we gonna do before breakfast?
You want to do it before breakfast?
Well, I just didn't know what people's schedules were.
That's too early.
Well, I'll do whatever you guys want.
Do it on 80. 80 meters.
Barely enough.
I just figured we'd do it after breakfast.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, he can start it.
Yeah, you could, I mean, you could do it before breakfast, after breakfast,
Okay.
whatever.
The king of.
Well,
Florida.
the test this morning it started at 7:30 on 40 meters. And I put 40 in the log in 30 minutes. So they slammed me right off the get-go. So,
They were watching.
but
Well, I don't think it's gonna matter which time of the day, but it's very active. So,
Yeah. especially on the weekend.
Switch the band.
Question, is that gonna be right across from where we're gonna have breakfast? Okay.
If you go by, just like across the street and then over just a little bit, that actually becomes part of.
Yeah, you can actually drive. The parking lot across the street is actually in Tuscarora State Park, which makes it a photo park. You can just drive all the way up to that corner. As far as the grass is cut short, I only activated all the way up in that corner, so it's as far away from the golf course as I could. But you guys could drive your cars right up to where we set up. Yep,
So we're gonna have a POTA
demonstration.
right after breakfast.
Quick meeting at noon, and
Thank
then
you.
after that will be the potluck lunch. Let me know what you're gonna bring. Bring your family. This is one of those ones where it's for the whole family to come hang out. It'll be here. I don't know how much else to say about that one, I guess. It's just a good time to relax. We don't necessarily do any radio. We just hang out and bullshit. We can.
We do.
Yeah, we do. But it's not. Yeah, we did that. Or bring toys, bring
Yeah.
radios. That's,
Why are we talking?
yeah. That's all I've got.
Okay, thanks, Karen. Oh, well, anything under Aries,
I don't have anything.
I guess. Probably old business, new business, but under Aries, I guess everybody knows, John Matz will be retiring.
It's the PR section.
Talk about that when we get there. Also under Aries, racings, I guess, Jim, you're gonna be, doing a few of the net, more of the nets, right?
Yeah, and, the Clintock, called me and he wants to know, could we, count on it? We may be doing one of the Sarah nets, the SCSNs on the, if we can do it on Bear's Head. You don't know yet because we can't get any,
Well, when
he's
you
having
say-
trouble getting operators for September.
Okay, but you're saying, not Sarah net, that's it's the Schuylkill County
Yeah,
Emergency Service net.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're gonna be doing most of the nets, is what you're saying.
I don't know if I'm gonna be
What's
doing
an
most
extra
of
one,
them,
there's an extra Tuesday.
but I mean, he calls me and says to do it on the, with the Tamaqua as we do, the last,
Yeah.
one, I'll do it. You know, if it's during the middle of the month.
But what I'm saying is, yeah, they may be on the 3.7 repeater, but you're gonna be filling in, doing more of the Schuylkill County Emergency Service nets
Yes,
throughout the month.
yes.
Okay. All right. I think that's it. Anybody else have anything under Aries? Right? Finance Committee, I don't think there's anything at this point. Oh, here it is, Public Relations. Okay, go ahead, Jim.
John Massey's retiring on September the 8th. Okay. And I do have a letter. I talked with Bill about it. It's pretty much done. Because you have to remember, with John, I mean, he did a lot of work and his call sign is, AB3ZD. He is a ham. And, I put that in it, you know, along with his title being the, emergency management director. And I put a thing in there that you know, working with the hams and stuff, being one. You know, I want to take part in that. It's pretty. I wished him and his wife Mary Beth all the best. And it's a nice one, and I'll have it for you at the picnic. But I will. I'll get it with you know, with Tom, and we'll get it typed up, and I'm going to bring it up and I don't know whether he's gonna be there, you know, beginning of September, but we'll, you know, we'll give it to his, secretary and then I'll make copies for the commissioners so that they have it. But that's it. It's interesting. I've done them before. You know.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Jim. Anything else under Public Relations at this point?
So Finance Committee, nothing,
Nothing under
Jimmy?
Finance Committee.
Nothing?
Yeah, I guess we probably won't.
We should get
Usually sometime in October.
Yeah.
We begin to do the
budget,
the operating budget for the next fiscal year.
right?
So that'll be coming up sometime October, maybe November.
Okay.
We try to get it, we try to get it finalized so that we can present it. You know, as we move into the, like for December, so everybody has a copy of it. You know what our finances will look like as we move into next fiscal year.
Okay.
All right. VEs, Dave?
Last test session, we tested, 1 tech and 2 upgrades to extra. Meet our newest extra in the club, Carl. He has also started his training through ARRL to become a VE, so he's gonna VE with us. Breakdown on the money, which I gave Frank, the day of the testing. We collected $42.98. We sent $24 to the ARRL, and we kept $18.98 for expenses. I'm going to remind you guys, several of you have already got verified on the exam tools platform that we're going to. The rest of you guys need to get exam tools accounts. Otherwise I can't get you in the docket. It's a simple procedure. I sent an email out. If you didn't get it, holler at me and I'll send it out again. It's real simple to do. But
Were you able to, are you able to go in and confirm that they went through or not?
yeah, what happens is I can pull up the session for November and I say add VE and I type in somebody's call sign. If it's been verified by exam tools, it lets me add you guys. So right now it's you, Frank, and Tom, along with me, that are on that list. If somebody hasn't verified, it just hollers at me and says, no such account.
So you put our call signs in and we were accepted.
Yes,
Okay, so
yes.
it worked then, all right.
Yep, it worked perfectly. And so, but the rest of the VEs need to get logged in. Like I said, if you didn't get the email from me, holler at me, I'll send it again. It's a real simple procedure. I think you'll attest to it. It's pretty simple to do. Yeah. So, other than that, next one is November 4th, the next test session.
I have a question.
And
Remember, for Dave and for everybody, remember last year we were up at the number 9 mine in October. Are we gonna do that this year? Or we?
Done a new
Right there,
business,
it
Jimmy.
says As of, it says our next test session will be November the 4th. As of now, there is no Boy Scout test. We have
Okay,
not been
all right.
announced.
I was just wondering if they heard anything. Okay, that's all.
No, we have been. It's Bill. JDQ said there's nothing going on.
Yeah, okay.
So unless somebody else contacts
Well,
us,
I
JDQ said
remember he
nothing.
Did say that the Boy Scouts are setting up there. But we were never contacted.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
That I know about, is that the camporee?
Yeah, that's
the
Jamboree on the
Jamboree
air.
On the
No,
air.
no, there's a camporee and then there's a jam.
Oh, I don't know about the camporee.
We have been contacted. I'm going to.
Oh, okay. All right.
continue new business.
I'll keep shut.
For Jamboree on the air.
Yeah,
Okay, but as far as we know, they never asked for any testing.
correct.
All right.
But just, before we move on, before November, we need to get the password for the borough. Because I don't know if exam tools will run off our hotspots. Because it's a little bit bigger program, plus it has some other functions for us. So we had that. We had it, but the last test session, we couldn't get in. They must have changed it. So.
That's why they gave it to you.
Yeah, it's been working. It's been working this whole time, so I mean, it's like,
They're only parking out the parking lot using it.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay, moving on. Net information, Tom?
Oh, no, wait. I got the website. Bottom. TWA website and calendar.
No,
oh, he's not
no,
that far yet.
I didn't jump that far.
We just finished with
He's
BE.
at the top.
I just finished BE session.
Okay,
today.
okay.
Next is the.
Oh, the Skokomish County Emergencies Traffic Net.
Yeah.
July 25th, Jimmy had 10 check-ins. I think that's the highest we've had, so that's awesome. Keep up the good work, Jimmy. Now, let me, you're gonna run the September nets, is that correct?
That, according to what McClintock, I was in Gararville, yesterday. And, he had one of my radios from October when we did that simulated emergency test.
Right, I remember you talking about that.
And he had, his son, Devin, called me at the garage I was at, my friend's garage, and I went to the house, and then he called me on his cell phone. And he said, would you be around in September? He said, to pick up any of these SCSN nets. And I said, yeah, I said, I'll be around. So he said he would get back to me, but,
What he was looking for, Jim, is the net control is 5 Tuesdays. And he was looking for somebody to fill that, to take it. I guess he never did.
I don't know, but he asked me would I be around. I said, yes. So
That might be what he wants. I don't know.
just remember, before October of 2022, all right? I think I did the nets like for a year and a half straight, you know, I did them. And then I moved, but I'm just saying, I don't mind doing them. I like doing nets, you know.
So you may be filling in on the 3/7, but you will still be doing the school county emergency service net on the last Tuesday.
Yeah, on ours, yeah. But from that's what he told me. He said he would get back to me. So I just want everybody here because we're all in it and we all get on it. So just so you know what's going on.
Having luck with the
What?
website. I've been having much luck with the repeater system.
Yeah.
And some of it's my problem too with the radio. Because I can't get into Pottsville. I don't see the digital PL. So. Moving on, application for membership.
Pottsville's not on a digital PL. It's 131.8.
Not.
It's not,
okay,
131.
It was listed on the sheet as a digital PL.
On repeater book?
And one of the things I had, I was.
No, that's Bear says the only digital one, 131.
Oh.
That's
They
it.
did change.
It
They
was.
did move.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Excuse
right,
me,
it's
I'm wrong.
separated.
Yes, we did move it, but then we said nuts to it because it wasn't working with the digital.
Yeah.
But we fixed it. But now I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. It's still 131.8,
Don't
but
forget, you had to change the input.
5 hertz.
5 hertz.
So,
Because of,
That's still the same, right? The
yeah, it's not gonna change. It's still 5 hertz. It's
interference.
okay. So,
Still
technically,
would be off a little bit, so just 5 hertz lower on the input.
all right. So, I don't have a duplexer tuned yet. So, I have the That'll be taken care of in September when I go back to school.
Come to the end of September, I ain't gonna worry about it for about a year.
Let's start with Mountain Valley. Mountain Valley,
Wait.
aren't we on technical committee? Oh, application.
For membership.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. We have one tonight, Carl Visalou.
Yes,
Facilio. Facilio.
I wouldn't approve it.
KC3 VVD. He's an extra and he would like to help out with licensing instructions, assist with becoming a VE, take part in field day, and help out with the antenna crew. He's from Lansford and he just took his extra test with us. Do I have a motion to anybody want to have a discussion?
Motion,
Well, we have a motion. Jimmy,
KAP, all in favor?
thank you. Welcome, Carl.
Thank you.
We'll get you on the Karen, I'll take a picture of this and send you his email. So you can put it on there.
I can do that.
Okay, now you can move on to
All right.
technical committee.
All right, so Mountain Valley, last month I noticed that in my base radio that the signal quality was about half scale when we started the net. By the time the net started going, it went to full scale. So I said to Frank, there's an issue with Mountain Valley. That can't happen. So him and I spent a couple of hours up there the last few days. And Ken from Arcom correct me if I'm wrong here, Frank. Ken from Arcom had a firmware update on their controllers because of the audio dropping. This one is supposed to fix that. Is that correct, Frank?
Correct.
Okay, so when we did that, now we have some other issues. We have to go back in and just tweak the controller a little bit, but it'll be tweaked. We did order another breaker, and I think for the time being, Frank's going to go up and jump the breaker out and screw the two connectors together, and just to make sure that's the problem. Because on the one side of the breaker, towards the power supply, it was rock solid at 13.97 volts. On the other side of the breaker, it was fluctuating. And that fluctuating DC is probably the same thing that's causing the amplifier to fluctuate too in power level. We did have a problem with that before, but we did buy a good Busman breaker, 70 amps. So we ordered another 70 amp breaker for up there just to make sure we have protection.
I'm getting that breaker. That breaker's coming tomorrow.
Okay, so
Sometime tomorrow afternoon, I guess. So if not tomorrow, sometime Saturday, I'll get up there and I'll swap that breaker out. And I've been working on a new programming or updating the programming. We had to change the RC210 out, and we're getting some error messages because the new RC210 doesn't have some of the DVR messages stored. So the programming is looking for a DVR message, and the controller is telling them, hey, I have no DVR message here. So I've been working on fixing that I have to do on site. So hopefully by tomorrow or Saturday afternoon, Mountain Valley should be back up, and running. I mean, it's running now, but the power's fluctuating. So we got to see what's going on with that breaker.
And the other thing with Bear's Head's back online. We had to disconnect the power because Service Electric's looking to put a second antenna tower up there. So we had to hide the AC for now. So that's where we're at for Bear's Head. That's online too. And we're good to go. So we'll be.
I thought a circuit breaker was only feed in, feed out. Then you break it and it breaks the circuit.
That's it.
I don't understand why there's fluctuation on it.
Carbon deposit.
Tom,
Wow.
Lucisco, did when we were up there the other day, when the circuit breaker was on, did you test across the circuit breaker, the positive on one side and the negative on the other side?
No, I just measured from ground to the terminal.
Yeah, we should have measured across, because when the circuit breaker is on, we should be getting a 0 reading. because, it's a straight through wire.
Right.
And then, when we break it, that's when we should get the actual voltage coming from the power supply.
Silicone spray.
And if that's not showing a zero when it's on, and I'll test that before I swap it out. If we're getting some fluctuating power in there, then we know the break is bad.
All right, that's all I have for technical committee. Anybody have anything else? Ed,
Mock was up and running,
the mock was up and running, okay.
seems pretty good. But we do have that issue with the low audio, and I wonder if that's.
It's only local.
Well,
never-
we'll get to that. That'll have to be upgraded too, so.
Yeah,
So,
I
don't know what the
upgraded.
firmware.
I
don't know what the
upgraded Bear's
firmware
Head
is.
firmware today when I went back up and turned it back on.
Okay,
We gotta get down there because for some reason I can't connect to the RCOM and I don't know why. So me and Frank have to get down there and see if he can connect, see what's going on.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah. Any afternoon, Ed, I'm pretty good. Just give me let me know the day before or something.
During the week,
During the week, like, 3:30, like that. I know you get out of work about 3.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do. I don't know if we have access to on the weekends.
now, it's even hard during the week. Especially summertime, for some reason, it seemed like everybody was on vacation every time I called.
I think he leaves around 2:00.
He does.
Yeah.
But I get a hold of Pat.
Yeah.
And they haven't been in the office. Every
Right.
time I went to go down there, they weren't in there. She was on vacation.
Well, I had the daughter took me up that time to reset it.
Yeah, Pat wasn't there. Right?
Yeah, when you were on vacation, I went up there and reset it. The daughter took me up.
Isn't it different circuit breakers?
She won't give you the
things based on
No, she goes
amperage
with-
you want to have.
with you.
set.
It stands there. Unfortunately, all I had to do was unplug it, plug it back in again.
I'm gonna.
Right. Right. I mean, I'm not saying
Some people
discontinue it. I'm just saying, the only problem that I ever had with circuit breakers is they start wearing, you can throw it away and get a new one. That's the best way to do it. Don't take it around with scraping it, and trying to get a good connection. Or the next best thing is get silicone spray.
We're wrapped up on technical, right?
Yeah, I think we're good in technical, and there's something else going on.
And
Yeah.
Bear's Head's up and running all fine now, or are we still working?
As far as I know, Frank, everything is okay with Bear's Head now?
Well, we're still waiting for a pigtail to come.
Oh.
We want to swap that pigtail out. That's it.
There's I forgot, there's, the connector came in, the DIN connector came in, but the 8-foot jumper didn't come in yet. So as soon as that comes in, that's gonna be swapped out. If everything is good, then we're done. If not, the antenna's gonna have to be swapped out too.
Okay, Tim, website calendar.
The new VE testing information's up there. Thank you, Dave, for getting me that, so. We're all good.
Okay, roundtable net, Tom.
We're all good for September. Thank you for everybody that volunteered. Right now, we have 19 check-ins for the month, 281 total for the year. We did have 5 digital check-ins on August 10th, 9th. We did have some check-in and I do have it listed on the newsletter that will be coming out with this, who checked in. And I think the furthest guy was from New Ringgold, which is right on the north side of the Blue Mountain there. The last road there. What's it called?
Valley, Jeremy.
Mountain. No. This is a new guy. N3RO, N3 RUS, ROS.
Oh, that's Ed's brother.
Oh, yeah.
Entry RLS. He's on.
No. No. Who was it? Maybe it was your brother.
N3 RLS.
RLS?
But he checked in on ours? I don't know.
No, N3 SUR. N3 SUR.
Yeah.
N3SUR.
Yeah, I heard him in, because I haven't heard him, he belonged to Sarah, how long? He even said to you that he knew me
Yeah,
from Sarah. And I just, yeah, I don't know.
yeah, N3SUR was his call sign. He's on Blue Mountain Drive.
Yeah.
So he was on a portable. Ed got in, and I think Frank, myself, and I don't know who the last one was.
Last night.
No, this was the first digital after the.
No.
That's all I have for roundtable.
Okay, old business, Christmas party, Tom.
Yeah, we're booked for December.
Hold on. Yeah,
I just want to add one thing. When I was talking to Bob yesterday, okay? If anybody does any of these SCSN nets, right? You have to give him, let him know how many check-ins and stuff, right? The new section manager is not going to accept if there's a net and they don't send their report in. McClintock said Gary did not give him his report for the July, when he did it in July. And he could not send the report for July in. So I just wanted to tell you that. That's what he said. He said they're getting picky about it. So I always send mine in wherever,
Okay, old business, Tom, the Christmas party.
Yeah, we're booked for December the 9th at the train station, 2 to 4. I don't know any details yet until I, email her and tell her how many people are coming. We generally have that one room private, and at 2 o'clock we do a quick meeting, and it's mostly just fellowship.
Okay, next item was the trailer removal. I guess you're waiting to hear back.
Ron called me, he said he talked to Cindy, and she said, they don't want it.
They don't want it. Okay, so
We can scrap it, do whatever we want. All right.
another thing on that, the whole business, last, with the month when Ron was here, he mentioned about the trouble she had with the mower. Did anybody check and see anything about it, that if it was an amateur, if it was one of our antennas?
It was our antenna.
That how much it cost her to get the mower fixed, and should we kick
Ron
something in?
said that they got it out. I guess there was no damage. It was fine.
But I mean, just as a gesture, because it was our antenna.
And saying that, I think that's Jim's antenna, and we gotta get that up because it's way too low.
Yeah, it's clothesline.
I was just
level.
thinking, public relations with them, and we
Yeah.
don't know what's
No,
gonna
I
happen.
understand
I
that.
thought that was.
Now, that
Jim's
is,
is down there. This is just the neutral line.
that's his, no,
No,
that's his 160.
Jim Moyer.
Yeah.
That's
It's his
160.
This is where he was doing
160
CW
antenna,
from it.
and it's hanging at
Really
neck
low.
height.
We're at that further down.
Right here?
Actually,
Yeah, right over
yeah.
here.
Yeah, so we'll have to, get that yanked up.
So what are we doing with the trailer? Ed, can we get it? Ed, can we?
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of it.
Okay, so I'll put you down.
In case there's anything in there of any kind of value.
Oh, we're gonna get, there's hard line in there. Anybody want hard line for something, take it.
Free for all.
It's good stuff. I mean, what goes wrong with that? Nothing. Really.
Cause I know there's a battery charger in there.
Well, I was gonna pull those old radios out too.
Yeah.
There's Craig's.
There's one belongs to the county, but I don't think they're worried
Craig's,
about the other one.
Craig's.
I don't think they're worried,
No, I don't.
but I don't know what other kind of junk is in there, probably just some dipole wire and mix. I don't know, I haven't been in there looking around in it years.
Okay. There's other animals checking it.
The meaty. So. At your convenience, you're gonna pull it out, is what you say.
Yeah, well, I want help. I want somebody to at least follow.
Well, yeah, but
Not
I'm saying,
disconnects. Yeah. I
at
don't
your
wanna hit myself.
convenience, you'll set something up with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, what I'd like to do is, a buddy of mine has a car trailer. I wouldn't mind getting it up on top of that.
Probably better.
Be safer.
You
Yeah,
mean a flatbed?
yeah.
Yeah, that would be, it'd be
Yeah, but
safe,
that's not that heavy.
because you don't know whether them tires are gonna,
Well, they're good Tamaqua police car tires.
you know,
They got new tires. Umpteen years ago, that's what went on there.
Karen had one too.
JR would scourge anything from anybody. Okay, well, just put out an SOS whenever you're ready.
And just email me and I'll try to help you. Even if it's just to tailgate you to follow, keep people off your ass.
Well, that's what we did last time. I don't remember who followed.
It was,
You and Frank.
no, Frank followed me. I was with you,
Oh, you were with me.
and Frank was behind it.
Yeah, the only thing I worry about is if it does disconnect, that it hits the truck. That's what I don't want. You know, I don't want that hitch coming up and going through my tailgate.
Strap a mattress to the back.
You need more than a mattress.
Hold it.
Okay, all right. Anything else under old business that we may have missed? Okay, moving on to new business, club picnic meeting, September the 9th, 12 to noon.
Noon to 3. 12 noon to 3.
What did I say? Did I say?
You said
That's
noon,
okay.
you said 12 to noon.
12 to noon.
Really
12 to
quick.
noon. Because one,
Real little meeting here.
didn't we have some hot dogs and hamburgers left over?
I don't know, RMB, Bill, RMB, he should have those. Didn't he buy them from Monty area?
Did we?
Bill got some extra
We
ones.
kept eating and eating and eating.
It was good.
Somebody's freezer, probably freezer burned by now.
Yeah,
So-
we can ask him.
Contact Bill.
Okay, and so at this point, we're just gonna, everybody just bring something, that's
Yeah,
what we're gonna do,
yeah,
okay.
that's, I'll find out if Bill's got anything left. I don't. He had pulled pork left over. I don't think there was any.
Hot dogs and hamburgers.
Yeah, I think they got eaten.
Well,
by
that
the
wouldn't be
kids.
any good now. I mean.
No, not that, but we weren't sure if he,
I don't really, hot dogs, I don't know.
if there was any
Yeah, I
left,
don't
he
know.
took them home, put them in the freezer or not, I
don't
don't know, all right. So we're just gonna rely on this
Potluck, yeah.
whole bunch of,
Or are you gonna find out who's bringing?
yeah,
Karen?
So I'll send out.
He'll send an email out, Jimmy, reply to her.
I'll tell you before I go what I'm
All
bringing.
right.
all right, so, oh, go ahead.
Okay, so the Boy Scouts, all right, so. Feel bad because I didn't get back to him. Well, I did, but anyway. So Ed, what's the call sign?
TV.
AC3PV sent me a message. He's gonna borrow the filters, the band test filters. He could use some coax. Well, doesn't really have any that I have some.
Get in the shed. There's some in the shed.
Is there some in?
Yeah, there's like, there's enough to do about probably 100 foot. It's in sections of like 25,
Like RG. No,
35.
I need like a 50-foot section.
There's pretty close to 50 foot in it. If not, join two of them together.
Okay, that's what I said. I figured people probably
Yeah.
have some stuff laying around that who could get together. We could, and they could use, it says, what's a VHF, UHF antennas. Let's see. Now this is for Jordan, the jamboree on the air. That's what I'm talking about right now. He may not be there, he says, but Bill will be there, WA3 JDQ. He will definitely be there helping out. Then, so the Jamboree, yes, we need to help out. I don't know anything about if we're gonna do like the soldering thing like, done in the past. He didn't say anything about that in here. The other thing,
Jamboree on the air.
we had, we did a soldering. Tom had the little kit that they put together. Yeah. Yeah, they did a little soldering. The other thing that they've got going on is a camporee. He doesn't tell me where this is. I'm not
Got that number 9, mind me,
Is
Jim, I
that where
think,
that is?
that's what Bill said.
Okay. So that they're teaching a radio merit badge. He says, yes, I could use some of you guys helping out. let's see. Basically with handheld and just being there to do going back and forth.
Where's this location?
When is this?
Airhead?
When is this?
I don't know when it is. Just tell me. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, it's second.
it was September.
No.
I saw it.
Gotta be later in September because it won't be the,
Crap.
I know it won't be the,
9th.
it's at the same days, aren't? I think
No, it's like this.
it's later on because I know the first weekend they have their big festival, the number 9 mine has their big festival of it.
So here it is. The Black Rock District Camporee is September 8th through the 10th. Joda is October 20th through the 22nd.
Well, wait, September 8th through the 10th.
It's the picnic.
That's a picnic.
Yeah, you're right. That's picking
But that's their camp out. They're not, he's looking for Jamboree on the air, right?
He's looking for both. He's looking for Camporee to have someone to help out with the radio merit badge. That's probably like an hour or something to help out. And then the other is the Jamboree, which is in October, which is like all day. to help out.
Borrow your pen a second.
So the camporee is September
8th through the 10th.
8th, 9th, and 10th.
That's gonna interfere with their club picnic.
Needs help for an hour. For what?
So I am teaching the radio merit badge that weekend, but I am also in charge of a few other activities. So we could use some help. Jeremy Smoyer's gonna be there. Oh, he says may be there. Phil will probably be there. It's not overly complicated to do the radio badge, talking about radio spectrum, radio propagation, a few other topics. We need to visit a radio. Oh, so they have to visit, the kids have to visit a radio station and have a conversation. We filled this before with both things on DMRS channels passed out.
And then October,
20 through the 22nd. That's probably that Saturday. See if it- probably the-
and where's that? And let's see, the camporee is gonna be over at number 9 Mine Museum.
I don't know. Is it?
He doesn't say where it is.
Yeah,
I
don't-
would assume so because he says that one of the things he's got to do is to find it. So it probably is there.
And where's the October 21st, 22nd?
That is,
That was over at the number 9 mine last year, so I don't know.
it doesn't say where it is.
I think they all care about that.
Yeah, I thought they did camp there.
Yeah.
What happened with Owl Creek? Did they get kicked out of there too? 'Cause the one year we were there, I think 2 years in a row we were at Owl Creek.
Yeah, they have the building.
Yeah.
Don't know.
All right, I'll put an email out, see what happens.
Tom, Digital Net,
Forward this email to you.
Yeah, we did have, like I said, 5 check-ins. I was impressed. We did make the announcement in the net. That's why it was a spare of the moment. That's what we have right now. I was mobile, everybody else was portable. Huh.
100 go digital?
100?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
digital radio in your car.
Yeah, you have to have it. Yeah, we did a DMR test.
I think I have 100 in my car. I gotta look. I don't remember.
No, the FTM 100s are not DMR. They're Fusion.
Fusion?
Yeah, they're Fusion.
Okay.
Smitty, it's the radio I programmed for you, the two MD 2017s.
Yeah, I know. I just thought maybe my 100 might be
No.
able to do that.
No, can't.
Oh, no, I gotta look.
No, it can't. Don't look.
I didn't hear nothing.
In my
yet.
spare time.
Keep Brian, I'll talk.
They still, it's still come to daycare?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
so you'll check with them then?
yeah, I'll see. I'm sure he'll probably say it's gonna be the same.
You know, that's gonna come up quick because our next meeting is September 9th. And then we don't have a meeting until October. And
That's at the end of October, so.
you have
We'll have 2 meetings before the parade.
yeah, I know, but
I know.
you need about 6 to 8 people, right?
Yeah.
For what?
For the
Oh, yeah,
Halloween
by,
parade.
Oh,
like
no
you said,
problem. There's usually myself and Ron, that's 2. Him, 3. 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
It's 6 already.
Next week.
Nobody knows where James Way is anymore, except unless you're an old fart.
I remember.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess maybe.
That's where the parade starts.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
nobody
but
knows
you-
what James
you
Way
say
is. There's no
James Way,
James
you
Way.
say that to a 20-year-old, say James Way lot, they say James Way what?
My kids.
Maybe if you get the auto service there.
Yeah, but I don't know, when did James Way?
Over 20
Oh,
years.
God, it was a long time ago.
That's what's sold Tamaqua.
Well, no, it was there in 72 yet, I'm gonna guess somewhere in the late 70s.
No, it was there in the night.
Hold on.
No, wait, I worked at James Way and I was married 87,
So they were still there in 87?
It was the early
Yeah,
nineties.
but it was going downhill by
About the end by, okay,
so I want
so
to
it's
say,
gone at least 30 years,
Yeah.
yeah.
at least 30 years. And like it's,
first time I worked a Halloween parade, it wasn't there. It's been a year.
so,
Yeah.
so it's gone at least 30 years, and so you start talking to the teenagers that show up, you know, and you come James Way, and they're only 15 years old. It's been gone 15 years before they were born.
You have to relate it to Fortnite. That's their video game they play. I have Fortnite is a video game they play. I had one kid, he took off because I guess a new version came out. And he took off like 2 days. And he came back the third day. He says, Mister, I beat Fortnite. I says, I did too. I was here. I beat it in 30 seconds. I turned it on, turned it off. That's how fast that was. Hey, I do have number 5 here. Donation. I'd like to thank John WE30 for donating the speakerphone. John, were you able to hear us tonight?
Yeah, pretty good, yes.
So thank you for donating the speakerphone, and we greatly appreciate that. I have that on the minutes.
There's some water coming.
That's all I have.
Okay, anybody else have anything for new business? Okay, if not, we'll move on to good of the order. Just in case anybody doesn't know, right? That Dan Schrader, who was, him and his wife owned his property, Danny passed away, about a month ago, right after our last meeting. So, he's only, my age. We went to high school together, 71. So,
And Mr. Wayne is sick. I told you at the breakfast, Joe Wayne, that
Bill wasn't there.
Joe Wayne that has the Hibernian house.
Oh,
His brother passed away the week we were having the breakfast, and he got sick at the wake. And they took him out of there, and he got progressively worse, and they took him down to Lehigh Valley. And they diagnosed him with this new strain of COVID, and he also had hepatitis along with it. So, and they put him in quarantine. They took him out to home. He could go home, but he was in quarantine. So, and nobody's heard anything. And when I talked to McClintock yesterday, he said, I was just going to ask you if you heard anything. Nobody's heard anything how he's doing. So, I mean, he's still alive, but I'm just saying. So,
okay. And then one other thing, we all want to wish Andy a safe trip because he may not be back for a year and a half. He always goes vacations in Arizona.
You might
for
be
winter.
changing that.
But
You might want to go to New Mexico.
I go through New Mexico.
That's what I'm saying. You might want to go in there and out.
Been there. So, and he said he's going to Alaska next summer, so we may not see Andy for a year and a half or at least. So Well, the stock market does okay.
All right, well, we don't get to see.
If Putin gets the hell out of Ukraine, we'll be in good shape, I think.
Great, thanks to Andy. If anybody's seen any of this stuff, you gotta look at it. It's cool.
Magazines or,
For-
Yeah,
this is
stuff you
for
want to
the-
take out of the wrapper, you can take out,
Yeah,
just cover
it's
it back
there-
up again. It's just,
We're gonna put a little display at the Historical Society of Tamaqua. So he donated all
I
books,
like,
Yeah,
the
letting
door
it
stop
borrow.
back in the day. And
one is the US. and one-
Archie had a
90, was that the first one we were in, or we were in 89?
little magazine out, Ham Radio
That too,
Adventure.
but
So that's
One,
pretty
two
cool.
different years, one's international and one's, local.
If anybody wants to look at that.
wow, look at that.
If you
90,
want to take that out of it, and look at it, it's fine.
you should have brought a 93. Mighty Hawk. Didn't even-
Well, I don't, but I might have been 93 down there.
I'm should be a 90, right? Yeah, you.
Mine's in the one of them.
So anyway,
Yours-
all right. Anybody else have anything for good in order before I finish out? If not, our next regularly scheduled meeting will be at the Schrader's Family Farm. And that which will be September the 9th from noon till 3, which will include our family picnic. In case of bad weather, we all meet at the, well, can't say that because we don't know what we're doing. Normally we say we'll meet at the Borough Hall, but since it's our family picnic, so
We'll be here,
we'll be here. Unless it's,
under the tent.
yeah.
You know,
Bring some notebooks.
Okay, so with that said, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Dave, second by AYY. Thank you all for attending.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. All right. Awesome.
Yeah, that was a big thing with them.
No, did you see my email?
Carl, welcome aboard, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you.